hardest game you'll ever play in your life. And EB told you.
Yeah, it's shit. Nah, I'll tell it. Like,
Go ahead. You gotta be the vehicle.
The vehicle.
You gotta be the vehicle. No, it's real though.
No, I remember we were about to play Game 7, 2012. So we were about to play the Celtics or whatever.
Game 7.
So I'm hyped as hell. I'm like, yeah, bro, we got a Game 7. Like, woo out the bam. Like, this gonna be lit. So Adam's like, you know we're gonna have to win by 15 just to win by 1. So I'm like, what you mean? He's like, bro, this is the NBA, it's entertainment. Like, LeBron is in the Heat are waiting. Would you rather watch the Celtics or the Sixers play the Heat? I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm on the team. I wouldn't even watch the Sixers play the Heat type shit. Like,
You gotta appreciate it.
but mind you, I'm young, 22, 23. I'm like, damn, you know what I mean? So it's like, so we get in this game, you know how much money the NBA is gonna lose? Like this, you know, type shit. I'm like, I guess, like a decent amount. It's like, would you watch that game next week if it's a Heat versus Sixers? I'm like, nah. It's like, okay then. So like, that's why I'm telling you, take M's and M's from this. I'm like, what? He's like, millions of memories. Because this is entertainment.
Damn, that's a bar.
And he said, as long as you know that, don't act like your OG ain't tell you.
That's crazy.
That's my second year, 2012. I remember saying,
I remember give me crazy.
no, that's real. He
You
said,
gotta win by 15 because you have to
win
win
by 1.
You have to be up so much that don't affect it.
And he's just like, they're well aware of the storyline. It's not like, it's a consumer base. Like, I understand everything. Like, we all love it. But like, when you sit there, it's just real shit to know. When I was going to certain games, I tell you, I do the same thing. Like, yo, we gotta win by 15 and win by 1.
Welcome to Raw Sports TV 23. Make sure you hit that like button and subscribe. It's important if you enjoy the content to help us move into the algorithm. As you know, LeBron James has been complaining about not getting to the free throw line, not getting foul calls. And last time I checked, when you complain and criticize NBA officials, that's a fine. It's illegal to criticize the officials in the NBA. I remember last year, Fred VanVleet and the Toronto Raptors, they criticized the officiating the game, and Adam Silver immediately slapped down a $30,000 fine. The Warriors were hit with fines for talking about the officiating last year. But you know, LeBron can do this every year. He did it in Boston last season, and after that game, the Lakers shot 500 plus free throws, the most in NBA history from that time up until the end of the season to propel them into the playoffs. They had double the free throws in the Golden State series, and also even in the Denver series, but Denver was just too good, and they were able to overcome the manipulation by the league and the refs just being told what they are supposed to do by Adam Silver. They were able to overcome that agenda because this is a business and it is about money. And LeBron is their cash cow and he gets his way. I mean, does anybody ever say anything about the flops, the travels, the carries? You know, I put this in this video, him pushing off on people with his forearm, you know, picking up the ball on the fast break, double dribbling like a toddler, then extending his arm as you see in the film, knocking players over. And the first thing they say, oh, he's too big and too strong. No, those are not legal basketball moves. And they know this. In order to cater to him, they have to let those calls go by to make you think that he's doing something great. And then you start hearing how great he is at 38. But, you know, Phil Jackson said something. He said LeBron is traveling almost every other time he touches the basketball. Like the fundamentals just went out the door. And if they would have called these travels and they would have called all the illegal moves that LeBron James is making, because Kobe Bryant exposed him how to defend him. And then this man just shoves people out the way like he's playing bowling or football. You know, he doesn't have a consistent mid-range jump shot, doesn't have great handles, And that was something to separate Mike and Kobe from him. So, he's complaining once again. And aren't you guys just sick and tired and fed up with the same old nonsense over and over and over and over again? Him throwing his teammates under the bus, blaming the coaches. I would be glad and ready for them to move on past LeBron James. You comment below, let me know what you think. He went on a whole rant, about not being treated fairly. Do you understand that there are other teams that didn't get calls as he was playing? With Miami Heat, there were missed calls both ways, and even the NBA investigated and said, going down to the last 2 minutes, they didn't see any fouls. Then he goes and says the little things throughout the game. Bro, my problem with that is, anybody say anything about the 5 turnovers that you committed? Comment below, hit the like button, subscribe. I'm over the LeBron James mania.